Well, took trans to the tranny builder, and he tore some of it apart, and it turns out the pump was all fucked up, and this is all.
What's up, guys? Whiskey Throttle here. So basically the trans builder tried to blame the install, and when I explained the tolerances that I installed the torque converter at, he backpedaled and blamed the crankshaft. He said the crankshaft was walking. We checked that and it wasn't. After I called him again after telling him that, he blamed the stall converter, and then I told him what I had gotten, and he knew he couldn't blame FTI because FTI is a really reputable company. So then he blamed the tuner. So basically, he's a piece of shit. We're going to build this ourselves. If you want something done right, that's how you have to do it. I don't care if it's trial by fire. I don't give a fuck. We will figure it out. And we are going to be shitting and getting and dropping panties. It's going to happen. So you better hide your mamas. So basically I'm starting off by doing a mock Jesus teardown. What is mock Jesus? That's when you're flying, baby. Something I'd like to add here, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out the innards and outwards of these transmissions. They're just a hydraulic fluid pumping mechanism brain. Alright, yeah, okay, it is confusing. But basically, you don't have to be a nuclear engineer, astrophysicist to figure out the ins and outs of these things. You just have to be willing to study, and by study I'm talking study. You have to really one by one understand where the fluid flows, why it stops flowing, and it's all achievable and possible, and the drawings and schematics are out there, and that's what I'm going to do, because ultimately if I can learn the ins and outs of these, it will forever benefit me. Chill out, lady. I'll fucking call the cops. I'm not kidding.
Didn't look too good, did it? It's the old pump. Old pump gears. And just swapped everything over to the new pump. Beautiful. All new bushings. All new seals, new gears. Fucking put all my pump mods in it. Drilled my relief hole there. Alright guys, back to why the 4L80E had failure again. This is my new pump here. The old pump is chilling right on over there. And yeah, I got a fan going. It's hot as shit in here. But basically, this is the direct drum. And this is the piston that goes in. And these were the clutches and steels that were in there. This is actually has a conical or cone shape to it now from seeing so much heat. And looks like a lack of lubrication. So yeah, these were just absolutely obliterated. They weren't in this order. They were in the right order somewhat. Some of these are completely gone. Here's the wavy plate. I've already ordered everything new to replace this. But the reason why those failed is because the person that built the transmission, they did the dual feed mod, right? That's where you plug off this reverse hole with a 3/8 plug or reverse feed or whatever hole. And you leave the second ring off the stator here, which is not there. So that was done correct so far. And then the last part of this, there's two last parts actually. You leave that seal off right there. Well, that seal is not off, it was left in. And the other thing on top of that is you're supposed to drill a relief hole so that this doesn't
Alright guys, clear stem here. We're using it. Getting down to the direct drum. Here's the lip seal that you remove. It's on the center here for dual feeding direct clutches. So once you take this lip seal off for the direct drum for the dual feed modification, you're going to drill a 16th inch hole right on the outside of the drum. Basically what that does is it's a fluid relief, so that way you don't get centrifugal apply like in first gear, low gear, and all that.
So in first gear it doesn't just do what you're seeing here. You know, it sucks when you pay somebody $1,000 and you hand them nice clean bins, all clean parts, hard parts, in a brand new rebuild kit with all brand new parts, and they just absolutely fucking... This is just what I've discovered so far. I'm still one by one checking everything off. He didn't rollerize the back, he just left in that plate that you see down there, and I'm going to do the rollerize mod. Learned a lesson, you know. I normally build things myself because I'm this way. I like to get it right, make sure everything's done right, you know, check the tolerances and build everything the right way. But I thought, you know, maybe I can go out of my way this time and trust a professional to do it. Somebody with some reputation. Gave him $1,000 to literally just assemble it. You know, this is what you get. So ended up costing me fucking so much more money because I have not only lost the kit that I originally bought, but now I have to reorder all that shit to replace the shit that went bad because of it. So it is what it is. Just going to carry on now, and I'm gonna fucking take out that seal, drill it myself. Alright, so basically 16th inch, just under it. Dual feed mod is now complete the way it's supposed to be completed. next up, we're gonna check the holes he drilled in the pump, if he did the right sizes. Alright, so here's the old 4L80 pump, here's the new one. The new one isn't modified yet. So if you look in there, you'll see the hole just about looks identical to this one. I'm gonna go ahead and measure it. I've already measured it, but I'm gonna show you on camera just so there's no like questioning it. But basically, I'm getting up in there and I'm going on the back side. So it looks like 148 to 146. Nah, we'll call it 145 or 148. It's where you put the back side on each side of the hole and you spin it around while opening it. Now the recommended size to drill these out to for stuff like this is 250 thousandths, aka a quarter inch, not 144 thousandths of an inch. So measure in and off, same size. So he did not drill I think that's the converter feed or the converter drain back. It's one or the other, but he did not drill that. That's the new stock pump that I'm modifying. That's the old pump that had these fucked up gears in it. And caused all the low pump pressure issues. Scored up in there and on the sides and just nasty. Yeah, anyways, alright, on to the next. I'm gonna drill mine and check one more hole. Alright, now this is the recommended hole size. And where that comes out is right there. Massive difference from 0.146 to 0.250. Quarter of an inch to whatever 0.146 or 56 is. That's what you want. Not what we had on the old one. Alright, now that that's done, we'll clean this all up, put a new seal in, and last hole to check. Alright, this is great. This is something that I did not notice. So that's my new refurbished pump, half, stator half, or whatever half it is. This is the one that came out of my truck. Now, my truck from the get-go had a humming noise in overdrive. And I wasn't really sure what it was, but it would go away when you accelerated. And then I always noticed this fiber-like material in there. You know, I picked at it, couldn't get it, and I was like, oh, whatever. It's probably some of those blue shop towels that he uses to clean things and whatnot. And maybe, it's not a big deal. It's just stuck in there. It's not going to affect anything. Well, I was just going to check the overdrive lube feed hole. And wouldn't you know it, that's the overdrive lube feed hole where the oil flows through. It's plugged up with shit. I don't even know what the fuck that is. To me, it looks like pieces of shop towel. So the hole is supposed to be right there where all that shit is that I'm gonna pull out now. Gonna have to order a new one of those. fuck that is. Piece of shop towel, piece of Scotch-Brite. I wonder why overdrive was making noises. Jeez. Just goes to show you, you know, people that do sloppy jobs. This is what you're gonna get. I still can't see through the hole. There's still shit in it. I can see through the backside, and it ain't drilled. It's still stock, so he didn't drill that either. Had he have drilled that, that shit probably would have went through and got chewed up somewhere. It got stuck in something else, or, you know, got caught in a filter. That's annoying, but there it is. That is the extent of the damage that I've found from the previous builder that I'm gonna have to, you know, take care of and replace. Alright, I'm gonna continue pulling that shit out of here because I'm just blown away at that. And then I'm gonna drill the new one and pick back up with y'all when I get all my clutches and steels in the mail. Alright, probably one of the last videos of the damage in that transmission. This pump ground its way in. I mean, you can catch your nail on it. It's pretty bad. Choo, boy. Alright, so I tapped this sleeve out enough to where I could drill this nice and straight on my 1/8 inch bit, which measured out to 123, right under 125. I'm gonna drill it out. And this is on the other shaft, what was plugged. They'll grab the opposite sides, and that's how you measure the hole. Put it in there, grab the opposite side, spin around a little bit, let go and pull out. So we got 095, and we're going up to 125. Alright, we're gonna drill it and measure it. Alright, drilled out. Go ahead and do our measurements. Beautiful. 125. That's what we wanted.